welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome to June's TBR Tarot. Oh my goodness, does it feel good to be back. I have been gone for a little while. I apologize for my silence. If you guys didn't see my Instagram post or my community post here on YouTube, I am pregnant. I am in my second trimester with our second boy, and it has been a rough ride. My first trimester definitely put me through the ringer, and so I didn't have really any energy to read, film, or edit, so I apologize for being so quiet, and I cannot promise that I will come back with any type of consistency because I don't know what the next couple months hold for me, but I will say that I am going to try to be posting a little bit more because I miss being here, I miss filming, and I miss interacting with all of you guys, so I appreciate your guys' support as I have been radio silent, but I am happy to be back. And I'm excited for the month of June. It is going to be a fantastic month. We have so many fun and wonderful things going on in the month of June, and I cannot wait. If you guys have never seen a TBR tarot from me, what I do is I use the Fairy Loot tarot cards to have an assigned prompt for each card. I use that prompt that I get for each card to pick a book off of my TBR. Very simple, very easy. I am not going to recap the previous month that I did TBR tarot. I don't even remember what month that was, but I didn't read very much, nor am I going to give myself a punishment because I was already going through it. The first trimester was rough enough without giving myself a punishment here, so we're just gonna move right along. But the rules still stand. If I get back-to-back major arcana, back-to-back suits, or back-to-back numbers, I do have to pull an additional pull. That being said, lots of fun things in June. It is Camp Nightmare, which is hosted by my bestie Dana. I will leave her channel and her announcement video linked down below so you guys can go check it out. There is a bingo board again for round 2, and I cannot wait. I will do my TBR for Camp Nightmare at the very end. And then of course we have the Swoony Readers, which is the romance book club that I host with my besties, and we are reading a book for this month, of course. So if that happens to come up in my TBR, we'll talk about that. If not, I will talk about that at the very end. And then this month I did something very fun over on TikTok. I am very active on TikTok right now, so if you aren't already following me, definitely do so. I did a special round of TBR Tarot for that, and I'm not going to reveal my picks unless they happen to come up in this round of TBR Tarot. If not, I'll keep it a surprise for those of you that want to go watch on TikTok. I will leave that, of course, linked down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and do our very first pull for TBR Tarot for June. I feel rusty at this. I feel like I'm missing things, but I'm not doing any TBR jar pulls this month because I'm already doing a lot, and I'm only going to be doing 5 pulls for this month. So this one wanted to come out. We're going to do this for pull number 1, and it is the 4 of Stars. There's a lot of noise going on in this house today. I'm going to try to cut out as much as I can, but I don't have any control over that, so we're just going to roll on past it. We have the 4 of Stars for our first pull. I feel like the gods are shining down upon me because the 4 of Stars is a why choose. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I'm in the mood for a why choose. I always am in the mood for a why choose, and I cannot wait because I already know which book I'm gonna pick. I'm so excited for this one. So for why choose, I'm gonna pick something that's not actually sitting on my TBR, but one that I have been dying to read, and everybody has been talking about it everywhere, and that is Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. I have been wanting to pick this up for quite some time, and I've been holding myself back because I've been kind of on a book buying ban, but it's already on my TBR for Camp Nightmare. I've been wanting to read it, and this is the perfect excuse. I don't really know too much about this, other than the fact that I believe it has been rumored from what I think I've heard online. This has sword crossing, and in a why choose, I am a fan. Well, I'm a fan in a male as well, but in a why choose specifically, give it to me, give it to me. And for Pride Month, to have a little bit of sword crossing in my why choose, I will take it. I'm so excited for it. I don't know the synopsis at all, but I do know that it has been highly anticipated for me and for a lot of people, so I'm excited to get around to that one. Okay, let's do pull number 2. I'm excited for this one. It feels weird to only do 5 pulls, but okay. Pull number 2 is upside down, and it is the 10 of Planets. Okay, the 10 of Planets is a fun one. This is to pick a book that matches my outfit. I am wearing a yellow shirt. It has yellow and white on it, and then blue jeans. I don't know if I have anything on my TBR that's like screaming at me that's predominantly yellow, but let me take a gander. It might not be on my cart, but maybe something on the shelf. Honestly, this would have been perfect for the Blood of Hercules because I believe the new edition has like yellow sprayed edges, but alas, I digress. Let me see what I have on my list. Okay, looking at my list of books that I was supposed to read this month anyway, I found a perfect one, which honestly, this could not be working out any better. I am shook, I'm shocked, I am loving this, and that is A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. This is the second book in the Gold Rush Ranch series. I've been meaning to pick up the next couple books by her anyways, and this is the perfect excuse. I don't really know anything about this particular synopsis of the book. I just know that it's Elsie Silver. I'm gonna read it. I'm hopefully going to love it. The first book in the series was not my favorite of the Elsie books that I've read, but I still really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to get around to this. It is small town, it is cowboy adjacent, and hopefully I love it. I think this actually, yes, this one has the cameo of the first Eaton character. The Eatons are the characters that are followed in the Chestnut Spring series, and this is Violet Eaton, one of the cousins or the sister, I don't really know, but I'm excited to get around to this one. It's between Cole and Violet, and I'm just excited to finally jump back into more Elsie. I've been meaning to read Wild Eyes as well, and I haven't gotten to that, so perfect excuse. Okay, pull number 3. What did we get? This is the 8 of Moons. I feel like I get the 8 of Moons quite often. The 8 of Moons is to read a book with disability rep, which we love to see. I just don't know if I have any currently on my shelves that have disability rep, so let me take a look, and if not, I will definitely go pick one that has great rep. Are things just working out in my favor because the month of June loves me, or is it because I have been gone for a while and the TBR stack missed me? I don't know, but Everything for You by Chloe Leese, the 5th book in the Bergman Brothers series, is tagged on Goodreads as having disability rep. It's also mail for June. It's perfect. It's perfect. We love to see it. I'm very excited. I've been meaning to pick up the 5th book in the Bergman Brothers series for a while. I definitely need to finish the series because I do have special edition of this entire series and I have not finished it. So now's the time. I'm so excited. I know it's sports. I know it has disability rep. I know it's mail. That's really all I know. It says, gear up for all the feels, steamy, slow burn in this enemies to lovers sports romance about fighting for love when life's taught you it's a losing game. Yes, yes, yes. I think I actually had this for last month's, or the last month that I actually did this. It was on my TBR for that month and I didn't get around to it, so this feels perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and pull number 4. It's going well. I don't mind if I jinx it. If I get an extra pull this month, I won't be too upset, but let's see what we get. That is the Page of Stars. So far, so good. No duplicates. What a crazy month. The Page of Stars is to read a book with an even number of pages. So let me see what I have. I'm sure I have plenty of options, but I want to make sure it's something that I already want to read. Okay, the 3 that are currently sitting on my shelves that I want to read, not my ebooks, because I do have plenty of ebooks I want to read this month. But alas, the 3 that I have on my shelves, we have Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, which is the 3rd book in the series. We have All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles, and we have A Ballad of Phantoms and Hope by K.M. Moranova. And I do want to read all of these. These are all on my TBR for Camp Nightmare. However, that being said, I feel as though if I don't put Magnolia Parks on my TBR, my physical, like I have to read this, I'm not actually going to pick it up. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not that I don't want to read it. It's just these ones are very emotionally taxing and I feel like this is going to rip me apart. And I don't know if I'm absolutely ready for it, but I'm excited to get back to Magnolia and BJ's story. Okay, as long as we don't get a page or a star, we are good for our last and final, pull of the month, and it has to be that one on top because it wanted to fly out of my hands. And that is the Ace of Stars. Of course it is. That means we do have another pull, but I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it at all. Let's see what this prompt is. Okay, the Ace of Stars is a, the, or of at the start of the title. So looking immediately at my TBR, I see 1, but it's not necessarily on my Camp Nightmare TBR, and it is a thick book, so I don't know if I want to add it, but let me take a look at my ebooks and see if there's anything that I want to get from there. Okay, I'm gonna pick a thriller that I actually have on my TBR, but it's in storage, but I was supposed to read this last year, I didn't get around to it, and because it is Camp Nightmare, I feel like I should put at least 1 thriller on my TBR, at least this official TBR, and that's going to be The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I have read 1 other Riley Sager book in the past, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm excited to see what I think of the 2nd book that I have read by this author. I believe that Dana really enjoyed this one, as well as Karina and Clint, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I am very excited to pick it up. I definitely don't know what it's about. I never go into thrillers knowing anything about them because I feel like it kind of ruins the suspense of it all, but I'm excited to get around to my 2nd Riley Sager and see if I think he is worth another read. Okay, because these stars have canceled each other out, if I get another star, not a problem. However, if I get another ace, we are in trouble. So do I pick that one? Why are these just flying out of my hands? There was 2 of them. The one on the bottom is this one, so we're gonna go with this one, and that is the King of Suns. King of Suns is going to be our last pull, but it is a tough one. It is a Goodreads nomination, so let me do a good scroll through Goodreads and see what I have, what could work for this. Okay, this definitely worked out in my favor. This month is just giving me W after W after W, and I'm loving it. I'm living, laughing, loving. I'm gonna choose Play Along by Liz Tomforday. This was a nomination in the 2024 Goodreads Choice Awards. I've been meaning to get around to the sequel of the Windy City series for quite some time. In fact, it was on my previous TBR that I filmed whatever month that was, and I've been meaning to read it. I haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm so excited for it though. This is a marriage of convenience sports romance, and if it's written by Liz Tomford, give it to me, or Liz Tomforday, however she says her name. I get it wrong every time, and I feel like I'm never going to say it right. Tomforday doesn't sound right, but Tom Ford I don't believe is right, so alas, here we are. I'm very excited for it. I cannot wait to read this one, and that does mean that I can finally get around to Rewind It Back that just recently came out and is on the top of my TBR for this year. So let's cross our fingers that I love this one and be even more excited that I can finally finish up the Windy City series. Okay, let's quickly talk about the Swoony Readers book club pick since it didn't really get mentioned in its entirety, and then we'll go into the Camp Nightmare TBR, which I'm very excited for. But the book club pick for the month of June for the Swoony Readers is The View from the Top. Look at this cover. It is absolutely fucking stunning. I cannot wait. It is of course a sapphic romance for June, and it is a small town romance with a workplace rivalry at the center between a girl who is running her grandmother's inn with dreams of being a full-time artist, and another woman that is on her way to the top of the corporate ladder. She has one step to go, but the only way to get to that top step is to buy the other character's grandmother's inn, and it creates some tension between the two of them, but they have such intense chemistry that they are battling between their professional careers and their hopes and dreams for what their life will become, as well as this relationship, and I'm very excited for it. I can't wait to read it, and if you want to join us, I will leave all live show and reading sprint information down in the description box below. I believe the live show is on June 4th at 4 p.m. PST and 7 p.m. EST, and then the live show is on June 17th at 3:30 p.m. PST and 6:30 p.m. EST. Oh my gosh, so hard every time, but I'm excited to read this and discuss it with all of you. And then of course, the Swoony Readers is hosted by myself, Dana, and Karina, my besties. I will leave them linked down below. Make sure you go check them out, as well as our Instagram and our Discord if you would like to get more information and stay on top of all things Swoony Readers. Okay, let's talk about our Camp Nightmare TBR. I will of course leave Dana's announcement video and Discord linked down below because I'm not going to be going into full depth about what the TBR prompts mean. Dana does it justice and does it so well that you should definitely go watch her video and or check out the Discord if you guys want to know the actual meaning of the prompts, but I'm just going to go ahead and run through what I plan on reading for this month. I cannot wait. Camp Nightmare is amazing, and if you are not already participating, I highly suggest you do. Dana put a lot of hard work and dedication into this readathon, and I promise you will not be disappointed if you join it for the month. It's going to be so much fun. She has so many fun things planned, and I am so honored to be able to participate this time around. I'm also not going to be holding up the physical copies because that's a lot of work, so editing Kaylani, I apologize. Okay, so for tie-dye, I'm going to be reading All the Missing Pieces by Catherine Cowles. For friendship bracelets, I'll be reading Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. For emergency contact, I'll be reading The Only One Left by Riley Sager. For pajama party, I'll be reading Spell Disaster by Leanne Dobbs. For relay race, I will be reading A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver. For remote location, I'm going to be picking up Enigma by Runix. For cabin buddies, I'm going to be picking up the group book for Camp Nightmare, which is Hunted. This is by Darcy Coates. It is a thriller. It's definitely outside of my comfort zone, but I'm excited to pick it up. For year 2, I'll be reading Delicate Escapes by Catherine Cowles. For ghost stories, I'll be picking up A Ballad of Phantoms and Hope by K.M. Murnova. For A Day on the Lake, I will be reading Play Along by Liz Tomforday. For Camp Counselor, I'm going to be picking up another thriller, and that is going to be They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. For Icebreaker, I'm going to pick up Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. For Stargazing, I'm going to pick up Twilight of Embers by Tessa Hale. I'm very excited for this one. For Summer Love, I'm going to pick up another Catherine Cowles with Broken Harbor. For morning announcements, I'll be picking up Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. For First Time Camper, I'll be reading The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. For Scavenger Hunt, I did this TBR separately, so I don't remember which books I picked to get here, I'm gonna be real honest, but I did end up with Locked Up Liars by Elle Thorpe. For Legacy Camper, I'm going to be reading Hills of Shiver and Shadow by Pam Godwin. And finally, for Nature Walk, I'll be picking up Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. Alrighty friends, that is my entire TBR for the month of June. I am very, very excited for this month. I'm excited to be back in the swing of things, reading books, doing a TBR tarot. I am just so excited. June is going to be a fantastic month. Pride Month, happy Pride Month to you all. Happy Camp Nightmare, and I hope that you guys have an absolutely wonderful, wonderful June. Let me know what you guys are going to be reading for the month of June section down below and let me know if you've read any of the books I mentioned in today's video and what you thought of them. And then of course I will leave my TikTok down below if you would like to go see my small abbreviated version of TBR Tarot for the month of June. I love you guys all so much. I appreciate you guys for your love and support over the last couple of months, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the year has in store for all of us. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and of course leave any comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Thanks, baby. Turn it down.